Let's examine the big picture question. Do Mediterranean eating patterns actually extend lifespan and health span? And what's the evidence beyond observational associations? The data comes from multiple sources. Blue zones where people live longest, large-scale epidemiological studies, randomized controlled trials showing disease reduction, and mechanistic research explaining biological pathways. Blue zones are regions where people reach age 100 at rates 10 times higher than average, Sardinia and Ikaria in Mediterranean regions, plus Okinawa, Nicoya, and Loma Linda. While genetics and healthcare access contribute, diet and lifestyle patterns correlate strongly with longevity. Mediterranean blue zones share dietary features: abundant vegetables, legumes, whole grains, olive oil, moderate wine with meals, minimal processed foods, and limited meat. But blue zone longevity isn't diet alone. It's comprehensive lifestyle, strong social connections, daily physical activity integrated into life, sense of purpose, stress management, adequate sleep. Diet matters enormously, but synergy with other factors amplifies benefits. This is critical context. Adopting Mediterranean diet while maintaining sedentary, isolated, high-stress lifestyle won't replicate blue zone longevity. The PANICS trial provides controlled evidence. Over 7 years, Mediterranean diet supplemented with extra virgin olive oil or nuts reduced all-cause mortality, though the effect size was moderate and not statistically significant in the primary analysis. However, secondary outcomes showed significant reductions in cardiovascular events, diabetes incidence, and cognitive decline. These are key determinants of health span, quality of life in later years. The HALE project across Europe showed that Mediterranean diet adherence correlated with 50% reduction in all-cause mortality over 10 years in elderly participants. Importantly, it predicted better functional status and independence, not just lifespan but health span. People maintaining Mediterranean eating patterns were more likely to reach old age without disability. Mechanisms explaining longevity benefits are multifactorial. The anti-inflammatory nature of the diet, high omega-3s, polyphenol, antioxidants, reduces chronic inflammation that drives aging and age-related diseases. Improved cardiovascular health directly affects mortality since cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death. Better metabolic health reduces diabetes, obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Cognitive protection preserves brain function, preventing dementia that devastates quality of life. At the cellular level, some evidence suggests Mediterranean diet affects aging biomarkers. Studies show associations with longer telomeres, protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age and cellular division. Shorter telomeres correlate with aging and disease. Mediterranean diet adherence associates with longer telomeres and slower telomere shortening. The mechanism likely involves reduced oxidative stress and inflammation. Autophagy, cellular cleanup mechanisms that degrade damaged proteins and organelles, appears enhanced by components of Mediterranean diet, particularly polyphenol from olive oil and the overall nutrient composition. Autophagy declines with age, contributing to cellular dysfunction. Nutritional strategies supporting autophagy may slow aging processes. The gut microbiome angle is increasingly recognized. Mediterranean diet promotes diverse, health-associated gut bacteria while reducing inflammatory bacterial populations. The microbiome affects immune function, inflammation, nutrient metabolism, and even neurotransmitter production. Age-related microbiome changes, reduced diversity, increased inflammatory species, may be modifiable through dietary patterns. Epigenetic effects represent another mechanism. Diet influences gene expression through methylation and other epigenetic modifications. Mediterranean diet associates with favorable epigenetic patterns affecting inflammation, metabolism, and cellular stress responses. This suggests diet can influence how your genes function, not just overlay onto genetic predisposition. Combining Mediterranean diet with DASH principles enhances benefits for people concerned about blood pressure and cardiovascular risk. The Mind diet, specifically targeting cognitive protection, combines both patterns. These hybrid approaches let you optimize for specific health priorities while maintaining the overall evidence-based framework. Realistic longevity expectations need stating clearly. Mediterranean diet won't make you immortal or guarantee reaching 100. Genetics, environmental exposures, accidents, and chance all affect lifespan. But the evidence suggests meaningful effects, perhaps several years of increased life expectancy and, more importantly, extended health span with better function and quality of life in later years. The comprehensive Mediterranean lifestyle, beyond just diet, includes daily movement, strong social bonds, purpose and meaning, stress management, and adequate sleep. Mediterranean cultures traditionally integrated these elements. Modern adoption requires consciously including lifestyle factors alongside dietary changes. Implementation for longevity requires long-term perspective. This isn't a 6-week program but a lifelong pattern. The benefits accumulate over decades. Starting earlier provides more benefit, but studies show improvement even when adopted in middle age or later. It's never too late for dietary improvement to affect health outcomes. Tracking long-term health requires monitoring relevant biomarkers, lipid panels, blood pressure, glucose metabolism, inflammatory markers, body composition every 6 to 12 months. These provide objective feedback on whether the dietary pattern is producing expected metabolic improvements. The honest bottom line: Mediterranean diet represents the most thoroughly studied dietary pattern for longevity and healthy aging, with evidence from multiple sources and methodologies. It's not a guarantee, but it's the closest thing we have to evidence-based nutritional strategy for living longer and living better. Combined with comprehensive lifestyle optimization, it provides the best available blueprint for maximizing both lifespan and health span.